What a red pill. Actually, Jews from Israel are red pill and based. It's the Chabad guys that are cringe and gay. Those are the ones doing everything. Wow. What a red pill. Wow. I was watching Fresh and Fit today. What a red pill. Wow. So noited and based. What a freaking red pill.
What's up, everybody?
We're back.
We're so back.
Welcome back to the Red Pill Boys podcast.
Welcome back to Red Pills. Red Pills and Dreidels.
What a red pill.
Wow, women are like that. What a red pill.
Just getting red pilled watching my Fresh and Fit program. I like the Somalian one.
Myron, what a based leader. What a based thought leader he is. Wow.
Yeah.
Every time he talks, I'm like this. Wow, what a red pill.
I realize
when
that
Myron, the Somalian, talks about how men should have 8 wives, I say, wow, what a red pill.
Wow, that's so red-pilled, and that has nothing to do with Islam at all. Yeah. Whenever the Fresh and Fit guys talk, I go, wow, that's the least Islamic thing I've ever heard.
I'm sure it's just a coincidence he's Somalian.
Whenever the Fresh and Fit guys talk, I'm always like, wow, that's the least Islamic thing I've ever heard.
Red pill.
Wow, so based. I've never heard anything less Islamic in my life.
Base and red pill.
yeah, he says base.
Wow, base.
That's how glowies come off trying to ingratiate themselves in circles like ours.
Wow, guys, so base. So base. So base, guys.
Wow, so base.
That pill sure is red. Wow.
Hey guys, just another base and red pill grouper here.
I'm something of a grouper myself. Base.
Base.
America first, right? Grouper war.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Rabbi Shmuley getting into Fresh and Fit. Yeah. Welcome.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Base and red pill guys.
What's up, fellow Base World guys?
Welcome back to Base World.
Welcome back to Base World Operator Podcast.
Base Camp Podcast.
Base Camp. We should have named the show Base Camp.
The Basest Podcast.
Electric Bassist Podcast. I'm getting into dog whistling.
Yeah.
How does Electric Bassist Podcast sound?
The Electric Bassist.
Where we talk about all the things I did to take down Bin Laden.
Yeah.
And how it has nothing to do with loving Islam at all.
We should start claiming to be like military veterans.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's allowed.
Who's going to stop us?
Yeah. We serve.
You? There in the audience?
Yeah, I might as well. Might as well. Who could say?
Yeah.
Well, no one killed Bin Laden, so there's no glory to steal.
Well, Bin Laden, I think, has been taken already.
Yeah.
By that guy who's gathering boy concubines online.
In a freak case of a military guy wanting to f*** boys.
Yeah.
A fringe freak case.
So that one's taken, but I don't think... Has anybody taken claim for Baghdadi?
No.
I think he got like droned. We could say we were drone operators.
I operated a drone in Ukraine.
Yeah.
I do it from home.
Yeah, on my
Gaming
Xbox
PC.
controller.
I do it on my gaming PC. You can just, it's like, this is a side hustle that no one knows about. There's a website that lets you operate drones and make money. We should start that.
That would actually be like kind of cool.
Pick a side and select a drone.
If you could just pick Russia or Ukraine and operate the drones,
Yeah.
and you get like points.
Yeah, and you can redeem the points for like gift cards.
Yeah, Amazon gift cards.
Yeah, yeah. You can redeem the points for like favors.
Ooh,
Like
yeah.
a Russian military general will like pay your phone bill.
Yeah.
Or if you get enough, they'd be like, pay my rent this month.
Yeah.
And then like the Kremlin will send you money. They'll send you rubles.
Be kind of cool.
That's probably going to happen. That's not out of the realm of possibility.
I think the Chinese might already have a thing where it's like you can basically do that, but for like operating like farm equipment.
Like you can just hop in and do it for free.
Yeah. Like well, I don't know if you do it for free. I think you get paid.
That's sick.
But you can like with your Xbox controller operate like play like German video games essentially.
Yeah, Germans do it. They love this.
Yeah, they're already doing it for free.
I have idea for program to take advantage of German. Watch this. Build a website to simulate farm equipment,
Yeah.
but the trick is that the farm equipment real.
That's probably literally what all those German, they think they're playing forklift
Yeah,
simulator.
remote
and
operating
they're,
real equipment.
they're in like a Baijiaofeng factory.
They are operating like Chinese public transit.
Yeah, like
for
the
real.
ports, like port manager
All
simulator.
the buses and trains are for real being operated by just German guys.
And it's just all perfect and flawless.
Wow, what's a fun game? This is so silly. I wish there were more levels that weren't in China.
I'm having so much fun.
Ah, next stop. Ding ding. Here we come.
But yeah, that they should do that.
That'll happen.
Yeah.
That will be.
I mean, I guess they already kind of are, but it's, you know, you have to like get accredited or whatever.
Yeah,
have to
but-
get your freaking license, man.
Yeah, I guess the risk is that some guy will just hop in and immediately kill people that are on his team.
Well, yeah.
Well, they'll find some tech to be like like a little like air tag they'll put on each soldier that like the drone can't come within or something. You know, they'll find a way around it.
Yeah.
No, they're looking at the drone cam. No, that way. Some little like Chris Chan troll kid's like, no, let me kill these guys. Come on,
There's a bunch of civilians there.
come on, let me get them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll find a way to. That probably will be the future. Yeah, like
Dropping freaking missiles on Sudan or something.
yeah, I don't know. Whatever the fuck. Whatever Middle Eastern places.
Who's ever given me them gift cards?
Yeah.
I'm something of a soldier of fortune myself.
Kept you waiting, huh? Got to Metal Gear Solid 6. It's Solid Snake operating drones.
He's all fat.
He's living in Belarus. Hey, quiet. Can you order some butter chicken for dinner? I'm hungry.
I got a long night ahead of me.
Oh, that's bright. He takes it off.
In this filthy gamer dungeon.
Yeah. Wow, so based.
So base. What a base game.
Wow, that game is so base.
Yeah.
Speaking of games that are based,
Right.
I've
Yeah.
been
You've
enjoying-
been really in base world this week.
yeah, I've been
Base gamer world.
I've been like like cold weather cigarette tired eye cop maxing in terms of the media I'm consuming.
right.
So yeah, I've been playing Ready or Not.
Base.
It's quite bass, dude. Bass.
Yeah. It sounds pretty cool.
It's really fun. I really like it. I don't really know the specifics around the like censorship controversy, but as like a guy who's not played it,
yeah.
it doesn't seem like there's much taken out. I don't know what they were doing prior to the whatever
'Cause
version.
You're saying it goes pretty deep, right?
The plot's pretty crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's
Maybe fill in the labs.
yeah.
for
Well, it's
those
like there's like a school shooting level that's like not
kids.
yeah like it
kids getting shot and shit.
yeah like pretty. It's not like there's like the whole plot revolves around like child like catching like it's pretty intense. Like I
Yeah.
don't know.
Well, I was theorizing that what the gamers are so pissed off about is there used to literally be child in the game. And
They
they're
took
like
it out?
mad that it's been removed.
What the hell?
Come on.
This was my favorite level.
Yeah, attempt number 6,000.
There used to be an Easter egg in this level where if you shot this civilian, went to this corner, squatted 3 times, hit up, down, left, right, and shot your gun directly at the corner, you would see child.
I don't know why you're doing that accent.
Not for no reason.
Gamer.
It's base.
Average game.
Well, I was mostly focusing on the seeing child element of the joke, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't follow it too closely because I haven't
No.
really played this game.
Yeah,
But
nor
gamers love spurging out.
they do. And I don't know. I might be totally misinformed. And
There was
insane.
something afoot because like they did some
form of
minor censorship to go on consoles.
yeah,
But yeah, I saw
as
these gamers being like, they're just trying to make money and sell out. And it's like, yeah,
well-
the game they probably spent years making and their entire business is probably dependent on being a hit. Like,
yeah, man, they want
yeah,
they're
trying to make money.
They're trying to make money, dude. Obviously.
instead of being your little perfect CP playpad.
Yeah, a lot of people want. Yeah, they want it to be like they're my action figures, and they'll do what I want.
Because it
But-
sounds like pretty intense.
I really like. I don't know. To my eye, it's like it's like already like a couple steps.
I mean, it's somewhat bold to have a game now where you're like killing a child porn ring.
Yeah, like that to me already is like pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And just like I don't know. I don't know what it was like prior. You might have literally been showing you child porn, but like to me, going in on the post, whatever post
Censorship.
post betrayal.
It's been wokeified.
Yeah, because the SWAT team is made up of huge black ladies.
Calling it more like ready or woke.
Ready or fat.
Yeah, it's all vitiligo.
Yeah.
You're just all vitiligo.
Man, get your bitch ass on the ground, white boy.
You're like, it's first person.
Yeah.
You got to kind of hobble around because your player character is a big peg leg, fat lady.
Your visibility is limited because you're wearing a niqab. You can just see through a little slit.
And you can just see your big vitiligo belly kind of taking up like a bunch of the screen.
And it's not a SWAT team at all. It's a polycule.
Yeah, and there's no guns.
You're actually Zizians killing civilians.
Yeah, with swords and knives, box cutters.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to break into the child ring to download it onto your hard drive.
So you can have it.
So you can jack off to it.
Yeah, because you want it.
All the base gamers be, what the hell?
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, man. It's like pretty good. I'm
Sounds
enjoying
pretty
it.
hardcore.
It's really fun. Like the level where you swat a streamer
Right.
is so funny. Because like he's like he's literally fat and has like blue hair and like kitty ear headphones. And like sometimes he'll like
Base.
pull a gun on you and like try to kill you. It's really funny.
So wait, sometimes he's armed, but sometimes he's not?
Yeah, because like every time you retry a level, like they randomize a bunch of shit.
But
So,
but you're swatting. So did he call it in?
No, I'm not sure who called it in. But like everything is random. Like people's behavior, they might be aggressive, they might not. It's all like it's just very random. So you might like kick the door open and everyone immediately is like, oh shit, okay. And sometimes like the streamer will like pull a piece out on you.
Is it making you consider a job in law enforcement?
Yeah, it's making me.
Maybe be an LEO.
I get shot in the head by a bunch of meth heads, and I'm like, wow, I want to do that.
I want to do that.
That looks awesome. That looks fun.
Yeah, accidentally shooting old Chinese grandpas. Like, this is kind of
I kill a civilian because he startles me, and I'm like, wow, this is fun. I have to listen to him scream for literally 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I'll blow the head off them, or like literally, like I'll just tap my mouse button by accident, like shoot some guy. Like, oh shit, sorry, dude. It's like it's really, I'm really enjoying it,
Yeah.
but I'm also enjoying SWAT 4.
Are you playing them
Kind
at the
of
same
whatever,
time?
yeah.
Aren't they like the same thing essentially?
They're almost identical, yeah. Like one's like,
But
it
one's
al-
like 20 years old.
yeah, like Ready or Not almost feels like a remake. Like they're very similar.
Is it the same company?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. But
It's
they're
just
like
a spiritual successor.
yeah, and it's like SWAT 4 is like really good. It's worth it. And if you're looking for that like experience for like $10, just get SWAT 4.
Are they both equally noited?
I haven't gotten as deep into SWAT 4's like plot, but not.
So I'm kind of annoyed guy now.
I mean, SWAT 4 is like pretty crazy. Like there's like concert shooting levels and stuff that are like pretty intense. Like kind of it's like they just kind of both have like really like gone for it by making the SWAT experience, you know?
So like the story in Ready or Not is like the overarching thing is you're busting like a child abuse ring.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty crazy. There's like a level at like this big like Hollywood producer's house. And he's like doing like a big, it's like,
What would a Hollywood guy be doing involved in something like that?
what the hell? But like you're busting it at his house. It's crazy. There's actually so many like little details that are so crazy.
Yeah.
Like you bust into his house and he's having a big 18th birthday party for his daughter. And like already when they announced
My
that,
beautiful daughter.
yeah, I was like, yo, like I was reading the little like mission briefing and I was like, all right, like, what the fuck? But then like as you go through the game, like it gets like actually crazy. Like there's signs on the wall that like it's like welcome to whoever's birthday, we're doing a picture of your feet contest.
No way.
Literally, yeah. There's like a sign on the wall. It's like a foot selfie contest. I was like, no fucking way. Like, holy shit.
Is that an option?
I wish the SWAT guy could do it.
Yeah.
What do you think of this?
I should get one of those signs for my house.
You should have it on the Patreon.
Welcome to the Chrome Boys podcast recording session. We're doing a fun little foot selfie thing.
It's a foot selfie contest.
It's just
then,
you
like-
and me. Like,
Then,
it's
like,
fun.
as you like go through the level, like you'll get to like his bedroom.
Yeah.
He's got like porn on his TV that he was like clearly in the middle of watching.
Before his daughter's birthday party.
or like it could have been like literally before you kicked the door in, and then he was like, "Oh shit, I have to go."
But he's involved in the sinister stuff.
Yeah, it like goes. I'm not all the way through. I think I'm like halfway through the game,
Oh, okay.
but I like kind of piecing it together.
I feel like by the end of it, it's literally going to be, like busting in on Epstein's Island or something.
From what I understand, it's like it basically goes to that direction. It's pretty sick. It's just like just very fun. Also, like that type of game. Like I'm not.
Is it all in one city, or are you like an elite, like, roving
it's
squad?
all in like an LA type city.
Okay.
So like yeah, you'll do like
They picked a good one for maximizing evil.
yeah, like the first mission is like a gas station robbery thing gone wrong, and then it like escalates from there into
Have
like.
you done any like online stuff?
No, I'm not. I'm good. I don't need to play with like veterans who are like, what are you doing? Like,
It's always fucking so stressful playing online games.
yeah,
Like Helldivers was honestly the only one I've
Yes.
enjoyed in the last like several years.
100%.
Because it somehow threaded the needle of like it's actually totally fine if you fuck up.
Yeah, well, and it was that old school experience of like no one was like min maxing.
Yeah.
Everyone was just having fun.
And if you fucked up, it was kind of like no big deal.
It's also like, kind of hard to fuck up. Like the main directive was like pretty simple.
Well, and if you did some goofy thing, it had like the wacky ragdoll physics. So you
Yeah.
blast around and be like, ha ha ha.
Yeah,
And then
everyone was like, haha. The prime directive was extremely simple.
yeah.
And like everyone playing, there was so many people playing it that you weren't getting matched with like veteran guys.
I had to kind of tap out of Rocket League because I was getting too stressed out.
Yeah.
And all of those nice one emotes were hurting my feelings too much.
You should get ready or not. It's crazy.
I might.
Because it's also like I like first person shooters, but I'm just too old for Call of Duty now. Like I can't keep
I
up.
see all the clips. I don't know if this is the same as Call of Duty, but there's that like Battlefield has come out.
Yeah.
And the clips I see are like,
Insane.
it's so fast I can't like process what is happening like watching somebody else play it.
It's too quick.
You know, like they just like
Yeah.
It's like there's no way I could keep up with that.
You get like 6 months out of those games where everyone is kind of on an even playing field, and then if you try to go back and play multiplayer again,
yeah.
it's just like.
Well, this one isn't it in like the beta? Like for
Battlefield,
for
yeah, I
Battlefield, I'm
think
seeing
so.
clips from people in the beta.
Yeah.
And it's like
All right.
my like calcified pineal gland like cannot
No, it's
play that
no,
game.
it's I just simply can't.
Yeah.
So the Ready or Not is like extremely slow.
Nice.
Like all your guys, you can just instruct them like wait outside the door.
I like those like games that are like tactical shooters,
Yeah.
which are basically like
Old guy
shooters.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you're sort of like, I'm using my wits instead of my speed.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it is cool. Like, and SWAT 4 is cool too, because like all of them have a mechanic where you can see on your screen like the helmet cam of like other guys on your team.
Oh, okay.
SWAT 4's is a little bit better. Like you can actually like tab into it and like move around and control your other guy.
Well, is SWAT from above?
No, it's still first person.
Oh, okay.
But you can like split your team because it's like you and then 4 guys, and like they're color coded like red and blue for like pairs of 2.
Yeah.
And so if there's like 2 entrances, you can send like blue over there and red over there, and then you can go with red and then look at blue's helmet cam, and then like cue instructions for both of them to kick the doors.
Shoot to kill, shoot to kill.
Yeah. And you can like cue instructions for both of them to open the doors at the same time.
Do you
like,
ever go like postal in Ready or Not and just kill everybody?
Oh, sure. That's usually like the first time you try the level. It's just like shoot to kill. Like I won't shoot like civilians or whatever on purpose.
Yeah.
Usually, like it definitely happens quite often.
So you were saying there's a Pulse nightclub one?
Yes.
Just go ahead. One of these guys is a Muslim.
There's like there's like a level with like meth heads, and that one's like extremely hard to not kill them because like they're like so like they'll just
Brother, they already signed their life away. When they-
like they're like they'll literally just be like, all right, you got me, and then like you look away for a sec and they're like, yeah. You're like, and it's like you're like trying to spam like you're pull out like pepper spray and like
Just you can choose like a loadout,
yeah.
so you can get like cool like tasers and
Yeah, you
pepper
can get
sprays,
pepper spray, tasers.
potato guns and stuff.
Yeah, the big shotgun that literally warns you, like, if you hit people in the head, this will kill them. And then, like, if you're trying to be, like, non-lethal in the level, like, it'll get crazy, and then you'll, like, think you did a good job, and you'll look around and just see, like, two guys who you clearly smoked in the head with a rubber bullet. And they're just laying there. And the sounds are crazy. Like, if you, like, accidentally shoot somebody, and then, like you hit their leg or whatever, they'll sit there for 20 minutes just being like, oh!
Is it pretty gory when you shoot somebody?
Not like excessively,
Like
no.
maybe I think that's maybe what people were spurging out about is like it used to be super gory and now it's not. Because there was something.
Yeah, I noticed they took something out.
Because I think somebody was playing. I think Nick was playing it.
Oh.
And I looked at the Steam page and it
Yeah.
had that like the recent reviews
Mostly
mixed.
negative,
And
yeah.
it was all people being like, yeah, like I can't believe they sold out
Yeah.
just to like have a profitable business.
Yeah, it's like there are clear differentiations between like this game, which I think is fun and good,
Yeah.
and like that Dragon Age game that like fundamentally is retarded and gay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it sounds pretty awesome.
It's pretty sick. I'm enjoying
and
it.
like, I don't really care if like it's super gory when you shoot
I
somebody.
want to dismember guys limb by limb. It's
Yeah.
like, I don't care about that.
like
like
serial killer simulator.
yes, psychotic freak shit. Like, I don't care about that. And if
Yeah.
there was literal child, I'm glad they took it out. Like,
That'd be crazy.
I don't want to. They do it in like a. Oh, that was the thing about the Hollywood producer level.
Yeah.
That one in particular is like crazy
Mhm.
because like as you make your way through,
Sort of an anti-Semitic trope, don't you think?
it is. There are.
I don't know if I'm liking these tropes.
It is quite an anti-Semitic game. I'll say that the game has a lot of anti-Semitic
I don't
tropes.
Like that.
No, but like as you go through. First of all, it's very funny. Like you're clearing this house, and it's like at a party, so there's like a bunch of like 18 and 19-year-old girls. So you like kick the door down, and they're like, ah! You're like pepper spraying them like, on the ground, which is just like a funny premise.
Yeah.
Like SWAT guy being like, on the ground, bitch, and they're like, ah! But then like as you go through, and like eventually you get to like the basement, and it has all these signs like. Dad's room, keep out.
Uh-oh.
Don't go in. And then it's like actually it's quite a disturbing, like there's been a number of moments where I'm like, whoa, like it, because you get through and then it's like there's this like horrible like film set that has like a baby crib. It's like crazy.
Oh,
And you're
okay.
like, you walk through there and you're like, yo, like, whoa. And then like eventually it gets to this room where the guy has this huge mural of his daughter with all this like nasty shit written on it. And it's like, yo, like
Damn.
I don't know what they took out, but it doesn't feel like they pulled
Seems
any
like
punches.
pretty extreme.
It is. It's like for every like gas station or like meth head level where they're just like,
Yeah.
like there's a lot of levels where it's like, yo.
Maybe there's like a whole separate like console version that's been totally like babyfied, and you just go down there and there's just nothing.
It's like a picture of a spider. Like,
Pretty scary.
I don't know.
Is there always somebody who can like shoot back, or is some of it just like straight up like crowd control?
There's I guess there I would say there's always somebody who can shoot back, but like the intensity with which they like want to changes.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's some where like clearly as soon as you show up, it's like shoot to kill.
Like in the kind of like anti-Semitic, I'd say a little bit off base Hollywood one.
Yeah.
Is there anyone who can shoot back there?
Yeah.
Like, what might one of the teenage girls have like a little teeny Derringer she shoots?
Well,
you with
they
or
don't really
something?
shoot, but like the guy has like a private security team there,
okay.
and those are the main enemy. But then there's one where like Yeah, you're going to arrest these like 2 like Chinese kids living at like their grandma's house, and like almost nobody in the level is trying to kill you.
Okay.
There's like a couple people, but like they give up pretty easy.
But you always got to be alert.
Yeah.
When you're a first responder.
When you're an operator.
Yeah.
When you're an operator.
You always have to be on your toes.
When you're a tier 1 operator, I never relax until every civilian is handcuffed.
It's cool that it's basically tier 1 operator simulator.
It literally is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you have to, and like you know, like the mechanic of like randomizing it every time.
Yeah.
It is a really smart idea.
That would be sick if like the whole arc is all kind of like the prologue.
Yeah.
And when you get into like the end game, it's being a retired tier 1 operator starting up like a coffee company or something.
It's the end game. There's 15 levels in the post game that are you going on podcasts.
Sexually harassing your male secretary
and going on podcasts, starting it's schedule 1 for coffee and going on podcasts.
Yeah, that's like 80% of the game. Going on podcasts and slowly beefing up your story.
Lying more and more. Yeah, I actually put a gun in Osama bin Laden's mouth and I said, say your last words.
I actually wake up at 11:50 p.m. every day.
The Mark Wahlberg schedule. I spend 2 hours a day in the shower. That's a crossover we haven't done. Mark Wahlberg as an operator. Delivering his current daily schedule as an operator.
Has Mark Wahlberg ever played a tier 1 operator? It seems so natural.
Lone Survivor.
I don't know if I've ever seen that one.
He's
and I mean, it's shooter. He's
done
sort of
it.
an operator.
Lone Survivor is the one where he's like a sniper and he's stuck and he has to be an operator.
Isn't Shooter? He's in Shooter, is he not?
I don't think I've ever seen Shooter. I don't know.
Pretty sure he is. That's the one where he has to kill the president because he's such a tier 1 operator.
The problem with Ready or Not is when you Google anything about the game,
Yeah.
your YouTube algo becomes like, oh, you're an operator guy.
Oh,
So you start getting
based.
like everyday carry videos that's like, here's what I pack as an operator.
Yeah.
And then you start getting like
how early I wake up, what weird shit I eat.
and you start getting like YouTube shorts of guys who play the game like it's not a game.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
wearing like military fatigues.
well, they're like doing stuff like they're like every level takes 2 hours to me because it's like I have to, you know what I mean? Whereas me is like I kind of I'm not an operator.
Not yet.
Not yet. When I beat the game, I will be.
It's sort of a training program.
It literally is.
If you beat it and with like S tier rank,
yeah,
you get like a special link that you click on.
You
www.operator.com.
You get to buy a batch of Black Rifle coffee.
Yeah.
You get a free batch of Black Rifle coffee.
15% off your first order of Black Rifle coffee.
Yeah.
You can actually bump that up to 25% off if you attach a photo of your penis.
I think if you beat the game on all S rank the levels, you get a diamond watch that you wear backwards so you can see it on your gun, which is that's big for a lot of guys.
Sorry, is this an operator thing?
That's like in the game. Like you can like customize your guy.
You can get a diamond watch so you can see your gun?
No, like your guy, like because all you can see is like your hand.
Oh, okay.
So that you can customize like the watch you're wearing.
Oh.
And there's like a bunch of different options. There's like a little pink butterfly one and
butterflies.
Yeah. This game, it's pretty noited from what I've experienced so far. It's quite,
well, I mean, it seems pretty extremely noited.
Yeah. I really don't know what the hubbub. It's like, to me, just crazy that there's like a game that came out where that's the premise.
Yeah.
Like that to me is like, whoa, that's insane.
Yeah.
I don't really care that I can't dismember Chinese people.
I wonder what it was like before.
That's all. I don't know. Maybe it was like, but to me, like I don't know. I don't even really. I just can't see room for it to be like.
Gamers are such fucking spurgs, though.
They love.
I mean,
spurging.
listen, we love gamers.
We love the gamers.
We
folks.
love gamers. We support game. We respect gamers.
We're top field operate. We're tier 1 Gamergate war operators.
But I see all these people on Twitter like getting pissed off that like that new Mafia game. Like
doesn't have swimming.
It doesn't have swimming, and like the wood chopping animation isn't good.
Who fucking cares?
Who gives a fuck?
Who fucking cares? It's the same. It's Indians.
I guess.
I think it's Indians who are watching those like
Do they?
YouTube shorts that.
Wait a second.
I guess it's not a phone game.
Yeah, it's not a phone game.
You're right. I don't know who. I think it might just be.
There's a certain breed of gamer who that's like what they enjoy most about gaming is like bitching and moaning about like totally irrelevant stuff.
Yeah. Like
I've been really we can get back to Ready or Not, but I've been like really enjoying the Trackmania games. Yeah. And there's like a bunch of them. Yeah. I have like 3 different ones that I've paid a combined $5 for.
Yeah.
They're like dirt cheap.
Yeah.
They literally have 3 control inputs.
Beautiful.
It's like you can accelerate, you can go right, you can go left, and you can not accelerate. That's a very important mechanic. Yeah. And you just like you just drive a little track. Yeah. And it's super simple, but it's like hard to get good at. Yeah. And it's
fun as hell.
Awesome. Yeah. There's no complications beyond that. You load in, you do a track, you try and get a good time.
Yeah. Beautiful.
That's it. It's awesome.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And it has the most, because man, the YouTube algo is like so finely tuned. Yeah. Like you watch, we need to get into the algo. Fuck. But like you watch like
we're talking about gaming, that's big. Yeah. And Ready or Not, which is big.
But like you watch like like one Trackmania video and suddenly it's like, here's 10,000 more.
Yeah. And there's like, welcome to the Trackmania community. Yeah. And it's like whoa.
But there's some guys who are actually like quite good at what they do. Yeah. Like the big like Trackmania guy on YouTube is this indefined European guy named Virtual.
Awesome.
But he'll have like a 58-minute video
that's on lore.
Well, it'll be on like one single track in one 20-year-old Trackmania game.
Holy shit.
And like the whole in-depth story of how some guy pulled off some like absurd it'll be like some guy who spent 500 hours figuring out like one way he could like kind of bounce off part of the track and just so to shave 2 like thousandths of a second off the world record. But it'll be like a 50-minute video that's just like, I'm gonna put this on.
That's a sports documentary.
Yeah.
That's a sports documentary.
And like given how like specific and in depth it is, like they're pretty good.
Oh yeah.
It's actually like interesting to see. It's like, damn, there's like 80 guys who all spent like months trying to like hit the rim just so their car flipped so they could shave off 0.002 seconds.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
It is cool.
But yeah, Trackmania rules.
Hell yeah.
It's fun.
That's the problem with YouTube is as soon as you look up anything, it's like, do you want to get into the community? And it's like, no.
Do you want to just like become a Trackmania guy and kind of devote your life to that?
No.
It's like, I'm good.
And I don't. Oh, I'm like, I'm looking up like something about Ready or Not. Are you interested in like killing people at a mall?
Yeah.
What? Are you interested in like what a mass mall shooting scenario how it would go down if it was in real life?
Are those videos on YouTube?
Well, yeah, it's all those guys who are like, if I'm at the mall and there's an active shooter.
My YouTube algo now is all because I was watching those John D videos. Mm-hmm. So it's like Trackmania and like how to talk to angels.
Careful, man. That's a dangerous algo.
Yeah, it's like like an 85-minute documentary about Trackmania, Nations Forever, Track C04, and like the names of every demon in hell.
Simple ways to talk to angels.
Yeah, easy life hacks to talk to angels.
Oh my god, you got to be careful.
Yeah.
That sort of gaming mixed with occultism is what can make a motherfucker trans.
Oh, yeah.
You got to be careful.
I'm threading the line like a frickin' Trackmania car right now.
Yeah, that's a dangerous algo.
But yeah, I feel like, have you investigated any like mods in
Not
I feel
at
like
all.
if it's one of those games, I feel like I know all about modding.
Yeah.
But I feel like some of them are like easy to do and some of them are hard.
I think, yeah.
But
that's my understanding.
If Steam type guys can make their own missions.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what I tweeted it and it got 0 love, but I thought it was really funny that Ready or Not needs a Chabad Ludovich headquarters level, which is the big...
Tell me on what Chabad Lubavitch is.
So that's where the Jew tunnels thing happened. Was at the Chabad Ludovich headquarters, which is like a Chabad, from what I understand, through
which produced probably the worst Jewish PR picture of
a Jewish guy crawling out of a sewer.
Well, and not just a Jewish guy.
That Jewish
a Jewish guy with a rather unfortunate build, shall we say.
And look about him. And
like it wasn't a sort of... Because there's different, like, phenotypes.
Yeah.
Like, you've got the rare Ron Perlman Jewish guy.
Ancient.
They're sort of ape-like.
Canaanite Jewish guy.
Is that what they are?
I don't know.
But you've got the Ron Perlman build.
Ancient. Feral.
They do look sort of like a caveman hybrid with a ape.
Yeah.
You know? That's a type. That's a rare and powerful type.
Very rare. Exceedingly rare.
You've got the sort of the plump Harvey Weinstein type.
Yeah.
You've got the nebbish Woody Allen type.
Yeah.
I've got there's some good news in the Woody Allen community this week.
That's Woody heads.
That's Woody heads.
Us woodpeckers.
Big week. The woodpeckers.
Big week for the woodpeckers.
And then, there's some other types. You've got Adam Friedland is in the Woody Allen phenotype. Let's not kid ourselves.
Cleanly
here.
in the nebbish Woody Allen phenotype.
And then there's the unfortunate... I'm trying to think of a nice way to say it, but the ones who look like rats. And if you had to pick one type to not be in the tunnel, it's the rat type. Give us a plump Harvey Weinstein type.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the rat type was there. But from what I understand,
is it
Chabad?
Chabad,
yeah.
Why did they send their most? God, like Chabad sends their rattiest warriors to their dirtiest tunnels.
Well, the thing about Chabad is if you're... And again, I'm not an expert on Chabad. I've watched two.
I know nothing but that apparently they were the tunnel guys.
Mm-hmm.
But they're like a specific...
It's a sect? It's a sect of like extremist Judaism. Again, this is from 2 videos.
So you're an expert.
I'm an expert. I watched 2 videos on the clock the other day and was like noiting myself.
So you're an expert.
I'm an expert.
Yeah.
But from what I understand, it's like a sect of like extreme Judaism, extreme like extremist like conservative Judaism.
Okay.
But that's the thing is like they're labeled as like an extremist conservative sect of Judaism that's like inexplicably pro DEI and social justice. So I don't know.
Are they like all in New York?
Well, that's where their HQ is. That building that was the tunnels.
That was the tunnels. Did we ever find out what was going on in the tunnels? What the purpose of those was?
And
or like where they went?
No. And why a bunch of them were filled with cement freshly? No.
Because when the rat guy popped out of the tunnel, where was that, like right outside, or was that like a block away or something?
So they were tunneling for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
They were making a tunnel, or they were making one, or there already was one that connected the headquarters of Chabad Ludovich to a Jewish bathhouse.
What's that?
Well, are you familiar with a bathhouse?
Of course.
So it's that for Jewish guys.
Was it like the gay version or the European version? Same difference.
I was going to say, what do you mean by that? What exactly do you mean by that?
Well, was it like the type where Viggo Mortensen gets beat up in Eastern Promises?
I know it's the type where Viggo Mortensen, the actor, goes.
Right. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the type that.
And sorry, this conservative Jewish sect operates a gay men's bathhouse in New York?
I didn't say that. I'm just saying where their tunnel ended is there.
Okay.
I'm not, because that's the other thing about Chabad is like.
Well, maybe it's just you want to go to the bathhouse and then you want to walk back to HQ, but you want to do so like just in your towel and flip flops.
Yeah,
you want to tunnel.
Very normal, and then sleep on a dirty mattress to chill.
Oh yeah, there's the mattress.
No, it's all good. It's chill.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry
With,
about that.
Poo on
No.
it.
No.
No, it was blood.
It's all good. There's nothing. Stop.
But the thing about Chabad is like every time you see like a world leader with like a Jewish advisor, like Putin has one who's like their like Jewish guy in their circle.
Okay.
It's a Chabad guy. Like Chabad is like the one that like is close to people in power, like exclusively,
Okay.
and like kept around political circles.
Is Rabbi Shmuley a Chabad guy?
I don't know.
Because
I'm not sure.
isn't he one of those guys?
Not even in that way. Like people don't take like not. He's like he bounces around. Like when Putin has like his guy, his like Jewish guy, it's a Chabad guy.
Are they in Israel?
I think they're mostly in New York.
No, okay.
Well, that's where their headquarters is in New York.
Why does Putin have one? Does he not have his own Jewish guys?
Well, his own Jewish guy is a Chabad guy.
But it's a New York guy.
Well, so the thing about Chabad is like, I think it's based on like a Jewish book that was written by this guy who looks like that, and
Like the tunnel fellow?
tunnel phenotype.
Okay.
Well, he's got like ancient jowly, but yeah.
Okay.
So he wrote this book that has sort of what a Chabad guy would describe as like things you could easily misinterpret, and we don't mean that at all. Like anyone who is not, things about like the goy having to be like either killed or enslaved.
Okay.
So like pleasant things,
Mm-hmm.
and they promise like we're not. I know it says that, but it's not like that.
Okay.
So I trust them
Sure.
when they say that.
They're just joking around.
Well, every.
They're sort of noted for their sense of humor.
Yeah, it's whatever. It's ancient. Don't look. It's an ancient book. Oh, it was written not that long ago. Oh, what? Oh, like the guy who wrote it like only died kind of recently. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But they believe that the guy who wrote that book, he died, but he is still alive, and they believe he's still alive, and they worship him.
So are they like the Jewish like Mormons?
I guess they're like yeah, kind. I mean, they're like a break off sect, but they're their own thing, and they're.
But
like,
why are they the ones who, if you have like a Jewish guy, it's a Chabad guy?
I don't know why. I might probably have to watch a third video, and I'll know that question.
Okay.
But like they have like I think it's called Education Day, which is a national day in the States. That was a Chabad guy idea.
Okay.
And on Education Day, and every president goes to the Chabad HQ. They have to go and like pay their respect. Like
Do
every
they have a wall there?
Well, they have a wall that hides a bunch of stuff.
Walls of tunnels.
Sure, they have a bunch of walls that hide a bunch of evil stuff.
Yeah.
But like Education Day, I'm a little blurry on it, but like that holiday was their idea. And basically, I think every president since Reagan has gone and met with the Chabad.
How many of them are there?
I think they're pretty numerous. I think they're like pretty. I mean, I think they're like pretty legit. But like, yeah, every president since Reagan, I'm pretty sure, has gone and like had to go pay respects at the Chabad HQ in New York.
In the Chabad bathhouse.
Why would you say that? There's no connection between Chabad and the bathhouse that they built a tunnel to.
Wait, that's not their bathhouse?
What are you insinuating about these people?
I don't know.
No, I'm just messing around. Yeah, obviously
it is their bathhouse?
Yeah, obviously. For
It's
evil.
for schwitzing.
Schwitzing a child. But it's for schwitzing. But, yeah, and so it was their HQ that had all the tunnels and that was having them climb out of the sewers. And
But so, what? My memory is what was like going on? Like, were they getting raided by the police or something when that all happened?
I think there was like structural concerns about the like. I think I'm not 100% certain on like why they were getting raided by police. But yeah, when they were raided by police, the news story died extremely fast. Obviously,
all I remember is the guy popping out of the tunnels and like the mattress.
yeah. there was a bunch of tunnels that had been like pretty freshly sealed with cement,
Okay.
which is a good sign.
Well,
You know,
for structural integrity.
structural stuff. We over tunneled like a mole.
Too many tunnels.
And there was
I mean, I'll be real.
yeah,
If I had the capacity to build like a tunnel to like the
a
McDonald's
bathhouse.
or something,
Yeah.
I would do it.
Well, they did have the capacity to build a tunnel to a McDonald's, but they didn't do that.
Mhm.
They built one to a bathhouse, which is what's strange.
Yeah. Well, then you want to stay clean.
Right. But yeah, it's like it was something I forget the guy's name. I'll shout him out. I'll pull it up, but he makes like legit like quite interesting videos, and he had a series about Chabad that was fascinating. Brett Lewis, shout out Brett Lewis on YouTube. Guy's videos are great. But yeah, it's like basically every time you see a politician with like their Jewish correspondent or like counselor guy, it's
Okay.
not like, from what I understand, basically in thesis, Chabad is when people say it's the Jews, they mean it's Chabad. Like those are the actual guys like involved in U.S. policy, surrounded by like those are the guys.
Maybe. Well, like, I see.
Yeah.
I feel like that's not really what people mean. But
Well, no. When what they mean is it, but like what's in actuality is it's like these guys are like disproportionately like when you see a guy like a political leader with their like,
because like are all the banker guy like is Larry Fink like a Chabad guy?
I'm not sure. I don't know status of guys. But yeah, it's like
It kind of sounds like they're the Jewish Mormons. Because if you want like a bunch of like assistants and you're doing shady stuff, you get Mormons.
it seems like they're the Jewish like Jonestown. Like they're extremely like their text, which is like pretty fresh.
Yeah.
The text that they like love and read is like pretty fresh, pretty extreme. And they're like, yeah, I mean, but anyway, the point is, I think Ready or Not should have had a Chabad tunnel level where you have to like go in and there's just like 1,000 Jewish guys like, no, what are you doing? Get away, go home. It's all good.
Yeah.
You know,
it would be crazy to just be walking. I mean, I guess it's New York, greatest
Jewish
city
guy's
on
gonna
earth.
hop out of a tunnel.
We're just walking down the street. Some little rat guy gets out of a tunnel and scuttles away.
You're like, oh, okay. Oh, all
Just
right.
another day in the Big Apple, baby.
In the Bronx, so classic Brooklyn. Oh, little Jewish guy. You didn't see anything.
Yeah.
He turns into a pile of bugs and scutters away. He
Yeah,
hits
it's
you with the
crazy.
Men in Black beam. A Jewish guy hops out of a tunnel and goes.
I kind of got Men in Black beamed about that because I saw it happen and then I just kind of chose to forget about it.
Well, no, the news cycle stopped immediately.
Right. Well, what are you going to report on? Everything's covered in cement.
There's also they found nothing. There was nothing
All
weird.
these journalists there with their big cameras with the big like saucer bulbs up there. Like, what the hell am I supposed to shoot here? Everything's covered in cement.
There's nothing here. The mattress is flipped upside down. They're like, it's just for sleeping. It's a bed. They're like, there's just a bed there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's interesting. Check out Brett Lewis.
Yeah, maybe I'll check it out.
His videos are quite good.
I'll in woodpecker news though, semi-related.
Yeah.
There was all this stuff that came out, and like what I really enjoyed is Woody Allen at some point like went to I guess a bunch of like dinners at Jeffrey Epstein's like New York like mansion or whatever, and he wrote a letter to some friend that was just complaining about the food.
Really?
Yeah. It was, I think he described it as the food that like Dracula would serve or something.
What was he eating?
But
Was Woody
it-
Allen like not? Was he like not like hip to like spirit cooking or something?
Well, I don't know.
There's like a baby on a tray, like a Hawaiian roast, and he's like, "I just wanted schmear."
The portions are so small.
Oh my god!
How are 8 of us gonna dine on this? Jeffrey, there's 15 people here and 1 baby.
What the are we gonna do? Who's gonna? I mean, what's for dessert?
Yeah. Oh man, I don't know if I have the. Oh yeah.
The food Dracula would eat.
Um,
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, he likened it to Dracula's castle.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, here's the text to the letter. Big Woody W, though. I'm just going to call that a Woody W.
He likened it to Dracula's castle and then never hung out with Jeffrey again.
He went, this food sucks. I'm out of here.
Yeah, kids, this whole
I'm gonna be down the street at Moe's Deli.
Yeah, being neighbors, my wife Soon Yi and I have been invited for dinner many times. Always accept, always interesting. So it's a rather long letter, and this is tiny text. I just want to get to the meal part here. Anyhow, it's always interesting, and the food is... Oh, no, that's when it got good. I know he mentioned early on that the food was, like, not good enough. Sorry, this is just a wall of text, and it's very small font. Food being served. No drinks were served.
No drinks.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, anyway.
That is strange.
Woody W.
Big Woody W. Jeffrey L. Bad host. Jeffrey L. Bad host.
Bad host. No drinks were served. Food was terrible. Portions were small.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well.
Bad host. Bad portions. Bad portions. Oh. I got annoyed at another Brett Lewis video that I'd never heard of before. Have you ever heard of Kyle Odom?
No.
Kyle Odom's an interesting story.
Who's he?
Again, all I know is from what I saw from this guy's video.
So you're an expert. You've
I'm an
done,
expert
you've
on-
done a lot of research.
I'm a Kyle Odom expert.
Yeah.
Basically, the Kyle Odom story was like this. Man, what's it going back to our roots? Gaming and conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
Feels
Hell
good.
yeah.
The Kyle
I'm
Odom.
sure all the guys are sitting there at their gaming PC being like, base.
Yes, I just been like noiding out lately. I've been going. I've been becoming Rusty Cole mode.
I like spent a whole day at work, one earbud in, just listening to a giant chain of like child abduction cult video.
Yeah, you got annoyed out sometimes.
Yeah. Because you see, time is a flat circle.
There was some house in Belgium, and some guy said some bad stuff was going on there. Actually, like, not to be annoyed, but it does seem to be the case that relatively often in these things, when you go back to the source, it's like an obviously insane woman who's clearly lying.
Right, yeah.
Not to cold poured water and everything. It's all true. It's all real.
Yeah.
But, like, did we ever watch those, like, Super Soldier Talk videos where they're investigating the women?
Those are, they're clearly like, fibbing.
But there's a lot of them where it's like the source at the end of the day, like, is a clearly insane woman lying.
Yeah.
And I heard this account from this lady, and this lady said that when she wakes up from her pill naps, she's clearly been to Mars.
Well, and in her past life, she was actually, now she's 4'11". She's 350 pounds. But when she was younger, she was actually a super soldier on Mars.
They're taking people, man, and they're making them super soldiers.
And then they're making them fat pill addicts.
Because the Earth is a flat circle with a dome over top. Because time and the Earth is a snowman inside an egg.
Exactly.
Because time and also Earth.
And that's why Mary Lupe here.
And that's why what would appear to be a sweet little abuela was actually a super soldier.
She was actually a super-powered sex assassin on Mars. Her job was to seduce the bug overlords.
Actually, I'm glad you brought up Martians, because that ties in with the Kyle Odom thing.
Is he a Martian?
No, he was tormented by them for years.
No. I've never heard of this guy before.
It's an interesting story, because he was like a smart guy. Like he was a Marine, so he's a Tier 1 operator. And he was
everybody throw an 07 in chat for Kyle Odom, the Tier 1 operator.
I think we have to throw an 07
If you yourself
in
are a
chat.
Tier 1 operator, which I know most of our guys are, throw one of those 07s in chat.
I think we absolutely have to throw an 07 in chat for Kyle Odom after you'll hear his story. He deserves an 07.
Yeah.
So he was like a pretty smart guy. He like was a Marine. And then he decided to go to, I think it was pharmaceutical school after the Marines. He was like, I'm going to become a pharmacist.
Sure.
Make some cheddar. and he said like basically what sparked all this is that during his time in college, it was getting really stressful, and he was like holy shit, like this is hard. So one night he decides to get into meditation.
Okay.
He starts meditating. It starts helping him like relax and like focus. So he starts meditating, and he gets really good at meditating. And he said one night when it was like really stressful, he goes to meditate, and basically he says like a voice reached out to him and was like, "We will help you." And he's like, "Please help me. I'm so stressed."
I know from various YouTube videos I've watched in the last week.
You gotta be careful when you're hearing a voice.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful.
Mm-hmm.
Never take a pill if you're hearing a voice.
Yeah.
That's what they want.
Unless the pill if the voice tells you not to take a pill,
take a pill.
Take a pill.
But so yeah, he hears his voice, and he's like, "Please help me." And then he says he feels like all this energy come into his body, and he's like, "Oh my god." And then he like aces school for the rest of the semester.
Okay.
Like effortlessly. He's like, all good. Like it goes good. And then basically, as it goes on, he starts noticing some things, dude.
Okay.
He starts noticing like people in his daily life that are like odd. They have like a weird vibe, or there's something not like they look at him. Basically, he describes it. He wrote this long manifesto before he did his final trick.
Oh no.
But in his manifesto, basically, he says it starts with
when
like,
was this roughly?
I think early 2000s,
Okay.
2006, 2007. He starts being like, there's people looking at me with like a knowing look, like they look at me like they already know me.
Like they're gang stalking him.
He starts kind of getting gang stalked. He starts seeing like the same people everywhere.
And is he like communing with this voice the whole time,
No.
or just the once?
No, he's not communing. It was just that one time, and then school went really well. But then he starts noticing like, yeah, he's seeing the same people around. They're all kind of looking at him.
Okay.
So he's like getting sketched out.
That happened to me once too.
It happens to me every day. Every time I enter my apartment, I go, "Oh no, you're all looking at me.
Why are you looking at me?"
And then I go upstairs and kill a bunch of civilians and minus 300 points. Minus 300 points.
I don't even care.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up. But so then it's like he's starting to get a little like sketched out.
Okay. As one would.
Being in public. And then he starts having I think it's dreams. He starts having these like dreams. Or no, he starts not being able to sleep. Every time he's about to sleep, he gets woken up by this loud sound, like a song.
Okay.
So he starts like getting sleep deprived over like months. Like he just can't sleep. Every time he falls asleep, this like song plays in his head. And then he'll hear voices. Then the voices come back and they start being like, "We're going to keep you up forever, and you're never going to sleep," and stuff like that. So he starts like heavy sleep deprivation.
Okay.
Then he says he starts seeing people in public who are sniffling at him.
What does that mean?
So he'll be at the coffee shop and someone in front of him will like turn around and be like,
okay,
and like dog sniffing him or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's like getting sketched out. And then he starts receiving psychic warfare
from Mars.
From Mars in the form of, and I'm not kidding, he says this, stimulating his butt and ass and penis.
Oh no!
The Martians start sexually assaulting him,
but remotely,
psychically. He said he just started getting like random boners and would feel like he's getting like psychically molested by Martians.
So how does he know they're Martians at this point?
He doesn't.
Okay.
He starts getting like psychically molested by Martians.
That's pretty rough.
Yeah, I know. You're getting sexually abused by.
I swear it's Martian.
You just got a boner on the bus. You're like, they're fingering your butt. You're just on the bus like. So
that's because you're supposed to age out of that when you're like 15.
Yeah. So he's getting
up until you're between the ages of like 11 and 15.
Mm-hmm. That's what you are getting sexually abused by Martians.
Maybe that's what was happening.
But he was like 29 or something. He was like in his mid-20s. So
it's Martians.
It's clearly Martians.
Yeah.
And then they start like tormenting him and they're talking to him in his head psychically, and they're like, "We're gonna like he basically what
you
he
like that." If you tell anybody,
he said the male Martians would put like their fingers in his butt psychically, and then the female Martians would like give him head.
I shouldn't laugh. That's nice.
It could happen to you. You
Yeah.
shouldn't laugh. It could happen to
I know.
you.
There's nothing funny about that.
No. And then so that starts happening, and then so that just like f***s with him even more. He's like going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, they're like talking to him, and they're basically what he like starts to hypothesize is that like you're familiar with the Anunnaki, like they created us to harvest gold.
Vaguely, yeah, sure.
They're like the lizard race that created us humans to harvest gold for them.
Sure.
He's kind of in that vein where he's like the Martians, potentially Anunnaki. He wasn't supposed to like awaken to this, but he's like a cattle, and they're like, this one's awake. So we have to torture him so he doesn't want to like fight back.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, that's what he starts piecing together, is that like, okay, I shouldn't have become awakened to this by like meditating and stuff, and they're punishing
Now I'm
me.
getting permanently
Molested
forever.
I'm getting perma-molested forever.
Yeah.
I'm getting head from lizard chicks,
Nice.
and I don't want it. Because also the lizard guys are there, and that's gay.
They're touching on my butt.
Yeah. So he's saying that's going on. And then this just keeps going. They're like fucking with him. He said one time a lizard man revealed his true form to him at a coffee
Revealed
shop.
his true penis.
He said basically there's a drawing he did that is kind of like a distressing drawing of like, he said he was at a coffee shop and a guy like turned to him, and then he said like, without him being aware of it, all of a sudden he could see this guy as a lizard guy,
Mm-hmm.
and then he just went back to normal.
Okay.
And so he like freaked him out. So he did a drawing. I'll show you after the app. It's like what the?
It's like a lizard guy.
It's a lizard guy. Yeah.
Okay.
I've
seen lizards. I've seen guys. And
Yeah, you can lizard
I can
guy.
anamorph them together.
Yeah.
I can go mid anamorph between them.
Lizard
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, sure.
And then so he's just being like tortured and attacked. He tried to kill himself like a few times.
Mhm.
But he said like they stopped him basically.
Okay.
Like they prevented him from killing himself.
Touching on his butt.
They gave him head, and he was like, shit, couple more
shorty.
days. But yeah, he said he like literally attempted to kill himself a few times.
Mhm.
Like he said one time, I think he put himself in his garage and like started his car,
Mhm.
and then basically he said he was about to fall asleep, and then they woke him up
Mhm.
and like made him run out.
Okay.
And then so this is going on. Eventually he gets it in his head that there's this whole other thing he talks about where they're telling him to come to this like church,
Okay.
and he goes a few times. This is all just kind of like ramblingly delivered. Like there's not really any like locations or anything.
Does he have like videos and stuff he made, or how did all
no,
this get out?
it was all just a manifesto.
Okay.
It was all just on this manifesto. He was kind of going through this like pretty privately,
Mhm.
and then he wrote it all out.
Was he like being a pharmacist this whole time?
No, I think he dropped out of school and was just kind of on his own because he was getting psychically tortured by Martians.
Right. Psychically and sexually tortured
By Martians.
by Martians.
Spirit in an energy way.
When did he clue in that these are Martians?
I think like after he like started hypothesizing that he shouldn't have been awoken and stuff.
Were they talking to him this whole
Yeah.
time, or just kind of
Yeah, they were in his head being
touching
like,
on him?
well, they were touching on him, but they were also like in his head being like, you're a cattle, you're not supposed to be awake.
Mhm.
We have to torture you or whatever.
Mhm.
And eventually there's this whole other thing about this like church that he claims that they told him to go to a few times, and it was like a normal church that he went to, but he could tell they were all lizard people there.
Okay.
Basically, after a long time of him going to this like church a few times and being tortured in his real life, he gets it in his head that the pastor at a church near him is a lizard man, and he's like, I'm sick of this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to kill you.
Oh, okay.
So he gets his gun,
Yeah.
and he's a Marine. So he's like,
Right.
knows.
Oh, right.
Tier 1
yeah.
operator. Like, he
Yeah.
knows how to use it. He's not an idiot.
Right. Yeah.
He gets his I think it's like a 45 handgun.
Mm-hmm.
He puts hollow point rounds in it,
Okay.
which are the ones that like do insane damage when they hit your body.
sure.
They do
yeah.
immense damage and like explode your organs or whatever.
Yeah.
So he puts a clip of hollow point rounds in.
Mm-hmm.
He goes to the pastor.
Yeah.
He shoots the pastor, I think, 5 times in the chest.
Oh wow.
Once in the head with a hollow point round. And then he gets arrested.
Okay.
Or he does that, and then I think he was able to leave. I think he got arrested the next day doing something else.
Mm-hmm.
But he shoots the pastor.
Was the pastor a lizard underneath?
here's where it legit gets strange.
Okay.
So he shoots the pastor with hollow point rounds
Yeah.
in the chest and in the head.
Mm-hmm.
I think he shot him in the back of the head
Okay.
with a hollow point round.
Which Chrome Boys podcast does not endorse.
No. Do not shoot people.
No.
Even if you're sure they're a lizard.
Even if you're really certain they're a lizard, we use our words.
We use our words. We say, sir, I would appreciate it if you would stop psychically molesting me.
Yeah.
Please stop.
Please stop.
Please stop. The Chrome Boys say, please stop.
Please stop.
I don't. So that's for you guys at home. Even if you're dead positive,
Yeah.
the guy at your local gas station,
Even
your
if you're
landlord,
actively being mugged,
don't shoot people.
say please stop.
Please stop.
Yeah.
If your girlfriend's yelling at you or your mom,
Yeah.
please stop.
Just please stop.
I want a game.
I'm trying to game. I'm trying to kill people in a game.
So he shoots this pastor
Okay.
quite a few times, and he's a Marine.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
He gets arrested the next day, I think. The pastor
Mm-hmm.
recovers within 2 weeks and is back preaching within 2 weeks.
I see.
Kyle,
Did he start getting molested again within 2 weeks?
he went to prison,
Oh.
and he apparently you can send him letters, and he'll.
Oh, he's still there.
He's still alive, I think, and he'll
Okay.
reply. You can send him letters, and he will reply and explain in plain detail. Yeah, they are Martians.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted me to do this. This is their end goal. Now I'm away. I'm not a problem for them.
Mm-hmm.
But kind of wild story. And yeah, the fact that he shot the guy a bunch of times with hollow point rounds,
Yeah.
and the guy was back within 2 weeks. That's the
Right.
part that I was like, whoa, what?
Yeah.
What the hell?
It's a little odd.
And then you look at the pastor, and you're like,
Is he sort of lizardine?
I could see it.
Hmm.
I could see it. He was sort of lizard vibed.
Well, shout out Mr. Kyle Odom.
Kyle Odom, 07's in the chat.
Yeah.
He did what he had to do. Did what he had to do to break free of psychic.
You would do the exact same thing if you were getting psychically molested forever.
Well, the problem with the Martians was that
Though
they
you should have just said Did he try saying please stop?
I actually don't think he ever specified saying that in his manifesto.
That was his mistake.
He never said, "Can you guys please stop?"
Can you just cut it out?
I won't tell anyone about the Martians. Can you stop molesting me?
Yeah.
No, don't kill people, even if you're dead sure they're a Martian. But yeah, it was just a wild story that I'd never heard of. I'd never even.
No, I'm not familiar with that one.
You never see anyone talk about it.
I've never really tapped too deeply into the lizard.
Me neither.
stuff.
That's kind of my first foray, but I think it goes extremely deep,
Yeah.
and it is interesting.
I inadvertently yesterday on stream watched a David Icke
Oh, hell
video.
yeah.
He's
He's
like the lizard guy.
Yeah. He's awesome.
Which I didn't realize at the time, but apparently was him.
Mhm.
He knows about all kinds of things.
He does.
The Trilateral Commission.
What's that?
I don't know. It's bad. Probably.
Chrome Boys do
The
not
Club
like.
of Rome. Which I don't really know what that is. The Council on Foreign Relations. It's all pretty bad stuff. He had a very compelling, if somewhat blurry diagram he was standing in front of that had all of those things as circles. And when you drew lines all together, it was a somewhat familiar six-pointed star. And you couldn't really zoom in on the picture because it was too blurry.
Yeah.
It'd be like, the Trilateral Commission is connected to the United Nations by something.
Yeah. Well, that's sort of another.
Very compelling stuff.
And the one thing I don't like about the Kyle Odom story is all the anti-Semitic tropes.
What were the anti-Semitic tropes?
Well, psychic molestation, being gang stalked.
That is rather anti-Semitic.
Kind of comparing. I mean, he doesn't say it outright, but you can tell when he says lizard. Prominent.
But the pastor was presumably.
I think it was a Christian pastor.
I think pastors
Yeah,
tend to be.
I believe so. He did not shoot a rabbi. I'm just horsing around about the anti-Semitic tropes.
Just joshing.
Yeah, but it is weird that the guy was fine within 2 weeks after getting shot a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Something about that is strange. And maybe the pastor was a really good guy, and that's divine
Maybe he
protection.
just got lucky.
Maybe he got lucky. Maybe he's not a lizard. Maybe he was divinely protected.
Yeah.
Or he's a lizard.
Because lizards, famously, you can just shoot them. They're fine.
Well, you can rip their legs off and it'll grow back.
Right. Yeah.
You can rip their tails off and
Yeah.
they'll grow back.
Maybe Kyle due to his severe psychic molestation, wasn't as accurate a shot as he might have been.
Potentially, because he might have been getting psychic head at the time of shooting. But he might have been busting in his pants at the time of shooting. So we and no one will ever know.
Yeah.
But I think we should reach out to Kyle. Should send him a letter.
Yeah.
Like, hey man,
Could you think we could get a video call with him?
maybe.
Be like,
Having
hey,
Kyle-
we're lizards.
Hey Kyle, I'm a lizard and I run
I'm a lizard from Mars. How's it going?
Getting Kyle Odom on the pod would be huge.
Yeah.
Call
Is he
from
like
prison.
popular? I've never heard of him before.
I don't think he's super popular,
Hmm.
but I think he would be like a very choice get in the Noid community.
Yes, which we're part of.
Yeah. In
We're
terms
esteemed members, actually.
of the Noid community.
Yeah.
Yeah. So getting Kyle Odom on for a video call the way like Joe Exotic is able to post on Instagram.
Right. Yeah. Or like Candace Owens is doing Harvey Weinstein interviews.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
What if we could get Harvey on?
That would be crazy.
Apparently, he's doing the podcast circuit now.
That would be crazy.
We've been champions of the free Harvey Weinstein movement
Yeah.
for literally 2 years.
2 years.
We were the first ones to say, listen, maybe he did something bad, but we need him making movies again.
Do you really want to sit through Sinners again?
Yeah.
Do you really want more Sinners?
Or do you want to watch Wind River 2?
Do you want to watch Prisoners?
Was that a Weinstein company production?
No, but like he wasn't a lone operative.
Right.
He represented a whole wave. He represented a whole, you
Yeah.
could call an iron dome of bad ideas in Hollywood.
Well,
Shooting
yeah,
down.
He was kind of the tip of the spear.
Yeah.
And listen, maybe allegedly he did some questionable things. I can't say.
I can't say.
What I can say is I don't care, and I want movies to be good.
He was like the BB
He was
Net.
the archetype. They killed he was like the Batman of movies.
Yeah.
You kill the man and also the idea, like in Batman.
Yeah. Like he was like the BB Netanyahu of a sort of iron dome, a spiritual iron dome manned by similar Weinstein guys that shot
Yeah.
down retarded gay ideas in Hollywood.
Yeah, because like at the end of the day, and I know like a lot of people right now don't want to acknowledge this, but if you want good movies, you need a big fat, allegedly sex predator guy to like yell at these gay retarded directors
Yeah.
and be like, your movie's not gonna be 3 hours.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 90 minutes.
Yeah.
The woman's gonna be good to look at.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be fun to watch.
Yeah. Or it's just going to be, or like to look at your movie and go, this sucks.
Yeah, no.
No, this sucks.
Yeah, actually, no. We're not giving you any money for
This
that.
movie sucks.
We're going to give all that money and a 5 other guys like you, we're going to give that money to Mel Gibson.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, what's that you want? $70 million to make a movie about COVID?
Yeah.
COVID sucked. Why would you want to make a movie about that? Get out of my office.
Yeah.
COVID sucked. Why does anyone want to see that? Get out of here.
Yeah.
Because his job was doing what we do all the time, which is like, well, if you pitch this to me, I'd be like, that sucks.
Yeah, no.
That was his whole job, was like, what about a movie like this? And he was like, that sucks.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Now, he had some side hobbies, allegedly.
Allegedly.
He had some side hobbies.
Yeah.
And Chromeboy's podcast does not condone some side hobbies,
Which may or may not have happened.
which are still going through legal disputes.
Yeah. What was this yet another instance of insane women lying? Who's to say?
That was the closing statements from his lawyer. No, I ask you, is this just another instance of insane women lying? I ask the jury, is this yet another case of insane women lying?
A row of like increasingly blob-like Harvey Weinstein guys is sort of like, he raises a point. But for real, let's be real. Folks.
That was his whole job, though.
Yeah.
Those guys would be like,
What about the movie where like a little skinny Jewish guy is in New York and he has AIDS?
who's going to watch that?
Yeah.
Me.
Well, no, get out of here.
Get the hell out of my office.
You think a family's going to you think a husband's going to take his wife and kids to go see a movie about a gay Jewish guy with AIDS?
Yeah.
No.
Making a movie where a French Canadian man makes a movie about a retarded guy who gets trapped in a box.
Yeah. We're giving all the money to this French guy who has this script about like Wolverine kidnaps a retarded guy and keeps him in a box. That is what Prisoners is.
It's awesome.
It's so good. Sorry if
Yeah.
you've spoilers. If you care, well, our guys don't. But the premise of Prisoners is Wolverine kidnaps a retarded guy and tortures him in a cube
Yeah, for like weeks.
for weeks because he's convinced this retarded guy kidnapped his daughter.
It's a great movie.
It's incredible.
It's my favorite film.
I think me too.
Movie.
That one and Blade Runner are probably
I
my favorite.
really like a lot of his other movies, but that one's the one I basically watch the movie like every year
It's really good
because
around
I'll
the fall.
periodically I want those like gross, dirty, kind of like really mean, nasty movies.
Yeah.
and it's like always on the list when that's what I want
Yeah,
because it's so like. Ugh.
it's gross,
Ugh.
but it has a lot of like Jake Gyllenhaal's awesome in it.
That's the Noid cop.
Yeah, and like the scene where he goes to like the maze guy's house.
Yeah.
And he's like, do you go to Shop and Save a lot? And he's like, yeah, well, you know, I can't afford to go to Brooks Brothers. And then he's like, you bought children's clothes. And he's like, oh, did I? I must have been in a rush. And then he tries to slam the door. Jake Gyllenhaal tackles him and he's like, if you move, I'll put a fucking bullet in your head.
I always kind of like forget half of the movie. Like I don't
Yeah.
actually remember who the maze guy is.
It's I forget his name, but he was in that Late Night with the Devil movie recently.
Right.
It's that guy.
In the movie, I forget who he is.
He was kidnapped.
He was one of the victims.
But he got out, and then it
Okay.
totally wrecked him psychologically.
And I know I have watched it because Jake Gyllenhaal shows up like halfway through.
He's pretty early in it.
Was he? I know I've watched it at one point, been like, oh right, Jake Gyllenhaal's in.
He
this.
shows up
Like,
pretty early.
I guess.
Like within like 20 minutes.
Is
he's
it that early?
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought it was like halfway through.
Oh no. He's in it
Well,
pretty well the entire thing.
Hmm.
It's awesome. It's so good.
you should check out the Spoorloos,
What is that?
The Vanishing.
Okay.
I think it was one that Prisoners was sort of inspired by.
Oh.
It's like one of the weird European countries, like Netherlands or something.
Oh. Yeah,
it's-
Spoorloos sounds Netherland.
Yeah,
Netherland
but
coded.
I think it was one that Prisoners is like sort of inspired by.
It does have a depressing
Like-
Eastern European vibe about it.
It's sort of. I think I may have talked about it like really early on the pod. It's like a guy and his girlfriend are on this beautiful road trip, and then the girl just disappears, and then you like follow the like very sinister like family man, businessman who's like responsible for the disappearance. And like right from near the beginning, you're following him along as he like methodically plans it for like years.
Wow.
But it doesn't let you know like what happened. And it's sort of like following the guy who's been like, it's like, then it jumps to like years later and the guy is like looking for his girlfriend, and like the guy who did it is like sending him letters and stuff.
Whoa, that sounds great.
It's really good.
Damn.
There's a kind of terrible American remake where the same director. It's an interesting case study in how American remakes work because the same director went to do it, but it just like, for one, it has Jeff Bridges as the evil guy, which just does not work at all.
Hey. Nah.
Like because the other one, it's like some, I think, French guy who I've never seen in anything before.
Yeah.
He has like a weird like chin beard that some like engineer would have.
Yeah.
And like he's just like really sinister.
Yeah.
And you totally believe he like, you know, planned this shit out for years just to see if he could.
And foreign movies often are, I find it's easier to be disturbed by them because everything is so alien.
Well, and also this is like heavy spoilers. I won't spoil the actual Spoorloos too much.
Yeah.
But in the American one, Kiefer Sutherland is like the guy who's looking for Sandra Bullock who goes missing.
What the fuck?
And in like the Dutch one or whatever, it's like
Yeah.
Dutch or Belgium or some shit. Doesn't matter. It has like a good like 20-30 minutes of like the sort of idyllic couple like hanging out, so
Right.
you kind of feel it when the girl goes missing. In the American one, it's like 2 minutes in, Sandra Bullock has disappeared,
Yeah.
and then it changes the ending to be like a happy ending where Kiefer Sutherland wins.
Yeah.
Which, as much of a spoiler as I'll give, that does not happen
Right.
in the Dutch
Yeah.
one.
Well, yeah, it's a Dutch movie about a girl. That's
Yeah,
Why would-
it's like really good though.
Why would we make it happy? For what?
Yeah,
For why?
It's not Lars von Trier, but it could be.
yeah. Well, he's not an isolated case of that region being grim.
He's actually the happiest Scandinavian man.
I am the happiest filmmaker out of my region.
I'm sort of like, I'm a very happy man. You could say I'm sort of like the Hitler of movies.
People have called me sort of like the Dr. Seuss of filmmaking because my films are so whimsical and silly.
I watched Antichrist.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I watched Antichrist for the first time the other day.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
It's pretty grim.
Yeah. It's fucking.
I was like, I want something light and fun.
Oh, how about Antichrist? Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that movie's fucking. It's one of the. It's in that category of like.
Horrific.
Yeah, it's it's where I categorize a lot of Darren Aronofsky movies where it's like that was great.
Mm.
I don't need to see it again.
No, like House That Jack Built is also extremely grim, but I've watched it like a couple times.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like fun. Antichrist has a sort of vibe of like being kind of boring for like an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then just being the most insane, horrific shit
Yeah.
I've ever seen.
Yeah. I find that like, yeah, House That Jack Built is his most rewatchable movie.
Because
Like,
it's sort of, it's like unbelievably dark, but it's sort of like fun.
It's done in a fun way.
Yeah.
Like he does it in like there's like a comedy to it that's like when he's at
Yeah.
that girl's apartment and she's like, help, and she's yelling out the window and he opens the window and he's like, no one gives a fuck. And it's like, there's like a comedy to it, you know?
Yeah.
And he throws a boob on the cop windshield and you're just like, oh my God.
But like Antichrist is sort of like just unrelentingly grim.
yeah.
And like an hour and a half of Charlotte Gainsbourg crying, and
Yeah.
then
That's his swag is hours of Charlotte Gainsbourg crying.
right, or in Nymphomaniac, hours of
Charlotte Gainsbourg crying.
well,
And doing other stuff.
yeah,
Doing a lot of other
I'm
stuff.
doing other stuff,
Yeah, doing a lot of other stuff.
and then having interludes of Stellan Skarsgård thinking about whether he can rape her and get away with it.
It's unbelievable. That's another one I've seen the once all the way through. I watched them back to back,
Yeah,
and I'm like, that's good. I get it. I don't need to see that again.
yeah, that one's good. I like Melancholy. Honestly, like every movie, I haven't seen all of his movies, but all the ones I have seen have been like really good.
Mm-hmm.
Like Antichrist, I'm probably not gonna watch again.
No. Yeah, the Nymphomaniac. It's like it's got plenty that's like quite good, and then it's also
like
4.5 hours.
4.5 hours long.
Yeah, it's got Shia LaBeouf in it.
It's got Shia LaBeouf. It's got hardcore pornographic sequences.
Yeah,
It's kind of got everything.
yeah, it's like a real odyssey.
Yeah.
Isn't Kiefer Sutherland in that too? Yeah, he's her dad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
and he's in Melancholia too.
yeah, that's funny that he likes Kiefer Sutherland. That's awesome.
I wonder if he's got another movie in him. I know he's got a bunch of health concerns.
And he's looking for a girlfriend, and
I don't know how well that's going.
probably not well. I know he's got like Parkinson's, and
Yeah.
I think if House of Jack Built is the last thing he leaves for the people,
Yeah.
I think that's a good way to go out. That movie is stellar.
Yeah. Well, he's really good. He's
Mhm.
got like there's a distinctive vibe that only Lars von Trier movie has.
Where
of
it's like it's like the most depressing reality TV you've ever seen.
yeah.
That's his vibe. It's like
Yeah.
it's like beautiful, artful sequences mixed with like the most grim reality TV you've ever watched.
Yeah. What if a woman cut her own pussy off?
Yeah, it's like he watched like the Bourne movies and he was like, "This is very cool, but what if instead of like fighting and shooting, they were like cutting each other's genitals off?
What if Willem Dafoe was naked and Charlotte Gainsbourg cut her own pussy off?
What if a movie there's a film about?" So he's watching the Bourne movies and he
Yeah.
goes, "What if there was a film about a girl whose like father died in front of her and her pussy got wet?"
He's watching Boss Baby. He's like, what if the baby fell out of a window, then his mother cut her pussy off?
What if the baby was like hunted through the woods by Matt Dillon? Like what the fuck is wrong with you? Then like put in like a big freezer or something. And then the end of the House of Jack Built, where his idea is to kill like 50 guys with a sniper rifle. It's it's such a like retarded idea, but it's like a one of one movie that like you have to see.
Yeah, and just all the like interludes about like making like wine and stuff.
Yeah, and like all that stuff, literature and what Plato meant when he said that.
Yeah, it's just good.
It's just a good flick.
Yeah.
Damn, fellas.
Well,
Well, thanks for joining us on a little Noid Kino gaming sesh.
Yeah, a classic.
Kino.
A throwback.
This was a classic app.
Yeah. Kino. Gaming. Noid
Noidism.
stuff.
Yeah.
N stuff.
Jewish stuff.
I don't think we mentioned Jews.
No, actually, I don't think so.
I don't think that came up at all.
No. All right, fellas.
All right.
Have a good rest of your week, Chabad members.